Chapter 23. King Shashidhwaja brings the unconscious Lord Kalki to his palace. Sutta Goswami said, as King Shashidhwaja gazed upon the enchanting form of Lord Kalki, the incarnation of Lord Hari, and thus the only real object of meditation, who was seated on his celestial horse, holding a sword, he spoke as follows. Lord Kalki is decorated with transcendental ornaments and equipped with a bow and arrows. It appears as if he is about to destroy all the suffering and sins of the material world. His mind, supercharged with feelings of ecstasy, King Shashidhwaja said, O lotus-eyed Lord, please come and strike my chest. O super soul, situated within the hearts of all living entities, out of fear of my arrows, please hide within my heart, which is filled with darkness. Although you are without material qualities, you possess unlimited transcendental qualities. Although you are one without a second, you are prepared to attack your enemies. Although you are without material desires, you have accepted the support of an army for achieving victory. I would like to fight with the super soul of all living entities, while everyone else stands aside as spectators. You are the Almighty Lord. I will strike you hard, and while doing so, if I forget that you are the Supreme Lord, then I hope to achieve that inferior destination which is attained by those who discriminate between Lord Shiva and Lord Hari. Upon hearing these words of King Shashidhwaja, the slayer of his enemies who possessed all kinds of weapons, Lord Kalki displayed some symptoms of anger, although by nature he is always very peaceful. He thus began to release his arrows. King Shashidhwaja did not take this onslaught of arrows very seriously. As a mountain remains undisturbed by the cloud that showers rain upon it, King Shashidhwaja remained steady as he countered the Lord's arrows with his own. King Shashidhwaja's attack appeared to injure Lord Kalki, and this made the fire of his rage burn brightly. A fierce battle ensued wherein both combatants discharged celestial weapons. Both neutralized the effects of each other's Brahmastra by invoking another Brahmastra, Parvati Astra by employing another Parvati Astra, Vayu Astra by discharging another Vayu Astra, Parjanya Astra by invoking an Agni Astra, and Garudastra by employing a Panagastra. In this way, Lord Kalki and King Shashidhwaja fought furiously while discharging their entire arsenal of weapons. As they witnessed this contest, all the spectators, including the rulers of the universe, became frightened, thinking that the time of annihilation has come. As the demigods watched the battles from their vantage point in the sky, when they saw a fiery weapon being discharged, their hearts became overwhelmed with fear. After a while, Lord Kalki and King Shashidhwaja put aside their bows and arrows and began wrestling, kicking, punching, and slapping each other with all their strength. Both Lord Kalki and King Shashidhwaja were very powerful warriors and expert in the art of fighting. Both became pleased to witness each other's skill. When Lord Kalki slapped King Shashidhwaja, causing him to lose consciousness, the sound produced by that blow reminded everyone of the sound made by Lord Varaha as he delivered the earth from the nether regions at the beginning of creation. Within a moment, King Shashidhwaja regained his senses and stood up. In a fit of rage, the king smashed his fist upon the body of Lord Kalki, making him fall unconscious onto the ground. Upon seeing this, Dharma and Satya Yuga personified rushed to where Lord Kalki, the master of the universe, was lying. However, before they could reach him, King Shashidwaja restrained them, holding them tightly in his arms. The king then embraced Lord Kalki to his chest and brought him back to his palace, considering himself to be very fortunate. He thought that no king of the earth would now be able to defeat his two sons. King Shashidwaja returned home in a jubilant mood after defeating Lord Kalki, carrying him on his chest, and Dharma and Satya Yoga personified under his arms. Upon returning home, the king saw his wife, Sushanta, sitting in the temple of Lord Hari. Many other female devotees surrounded the queen, glorifying Lord Hari. The king looked at Sushanta's lotus-like face and said, "He who has taken birth in the village of Shambhala, by request of the demigods, is this personality I am holding to my chest. He received an education, was married, and then vanquished many atheists and lechas. O goddess, Lord Kalki, the Lord of the Heart, has now come to our house on the pretext of being unconscious. Dharma and Satya Yug are also our guests, and so please worship them." Sushanta offered her obeisances to Lord Kalki, Dharma, Satya Yoga, and her husband. Then, along with her companions, she began to dance while singing the glories of Lord Hari without inhibition. Thus ends the translation of the 23rd chapter of Shri Kalki Puran. Shri Radha.